and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Kay. I haven't posted in a while, but I thought now it was time for a bit of a life update. So I've got my green tea here, and today's video is going to be me speaking about why I quit my job as cabin crew, and I've now got a new job, kind of similar, kind of not. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and get into the story time as to why I'm no longer crew. Like I said, I have quit my job as cabin crew. I was seasonal cabin crew this year from June until December, so I should have been finishing around about now. So seasonal cabin crew, what that means is whatever airline you're with, it can vary, but mine was they employ you for the 6 months. If you perform well enough, you can get asked to go back next year, and they'd give you a call back at some point after the 6 months and let you know what month they're looking for you to go back. Sorry, my voice is going a bit. However, I left a month earlier, and I'm going to say a month earlier because I left at the start of October, but my contract should have been ending now. But that's because I was due a lot of holiday in November, so I wouldn't really have worked that many flights. So the reason I quit early is because I wrote my car off. I know, but I've learned my lesson, and now I'm not going to get a car for a little while. No one was hurt, luckily. It was just a bump, but my car was a bit old, and it was a KA. I had the car at the time. Yeah, so it was sort of broken beyond repair, really. So fast forward to now, everyone else that I train with is now sort of finishing up their contracts, but I believe most of the girls are going back next year, but I'm not, obviously, because A, I left early, and B, I just didn't want to. So there's a few reasons for that. One is I am a bit of a stress head, and I didn't really like the idea of having to try and find another job each year until I got a permanent contract, because I couldn't go a few months without working because your girl needs dollar. But I found that a bit too much and a bit too stressful. Didn't really want to have that stress every year, and I know that is each year I didn't have a permanent contract and I'd be looking for a job throughout the winter. It would be harder and harder because employers most likely wouldn't want to just look to employ someone for a few months every year. So that was one reason. Two, this is a bit of a but the pay for what we did, I think it could have been a bit better. I'm not complaining though, but it's just for the amount of times I was delayed and had to cancel plans, would get home late. I wasn't really feeling it. I wanted to, if I was supposed to finish at 6, I wanted to be out and getting in my car at 6. So that's another reason. And I just really wanted to sort of more, I guess, linking back to the first point, a more stable job, a permanent contract, stable income, know what you're getting each month, because in regards to the money, you would be based off sector pay, so flight pay and commission. It was really hard to work out your monthly incomes, made it slightly harder to know what to save and what I couldn't save and what was for petrol, etc. I'm starting my new job 2 weeks today, actually. I'm not going to say too much about that now because obviously I haven't started it yet, but it's similar in terms, I say similar, it's kind of similar. I'll explain more in a video I post once I've started that job. I'm really looking forward to it though, and I'm just ready to dive in and learn something new. I quit my cabin crew job at the start of October, and I'm starting the new job in 2 weeks. So I have had a job from October up until now, and I leave in the middle of next week because, as I was saying, I can't really go without sort of income, and I think I would have just been really down if I said in a previous video or not, but I was learning Spanish, and I started learning that because I was cabin crew, but I am still learning that, and I still go to my tutor about once a week or every 2 weeks, and I do Spanish and work a lot because it still does really interest me, and I do want to become at least semi-fluent in the language. Even though I am no longer cabin crew, I just think it's a good skill to have, and I have always really wanted to get fluent in a second language as well. So I'm not actually going to get a car, I don't think, for probably another year. I just want to keep saving my coin, you know. But I have booked to go away on holiday in 2020 to Corfu and then to Bulgaria later in the year, just after my 21st, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Oh, there's a fly. Sorry this video is a bit all over the place. I didn't really have a plan to it. I just decided to film. I'm on a day off, as you can tell, because I've made absolutely no effort with my appearance. Hair's up in a scrunchie. I am living for the scrunchies now. I literally only recently got it, I think, what was it? Well, I don't know. No, I don't want the video to be all negatives on cabin crew, because if it is a job that you are looking to do, I would recommend it because I had so much fun this summer, but in the long run it just wasn't really for me, but that's probably just down to sort of the type of person I am a bit, and I don't know, I really enjoyed the job because I don't want to just say all negatives, and it was really fun and I met some amazing people. It kicked off, like I said, me wanting to learn another language, which I'm still working hard on. I have my textbooks over there somewhere. I'm always watching YouTube videos, trying a bit. I've met people from all over Europe, even the world. I think I flew with a lady that that was from Canada before, another person that was from the States, Greece, Romania, Spain, Portugal. So I've met loads of people, and at the training itself I met loads of amazing people and made some really nice friends as well. If you are looking to do it, it is a really nice job. I'm not sure how every airline works though, because this was just the one I worked for. It was seasonal contracts for a while, and I know there's someone that had been there for 2 seasons, I think, or 3, just got offered a permanent contract. But in 3 years I'll be, how old will I be? Potentially I could be 22 or 23 before I got a permanent contract, and I'm just looking to save up and try and move out in the next sort of few years. So I feel like having just a 6-month seasonal contract for those few years would have made it a bit difficult for the way I can see my life going. Who knows, it can change, everything can change, but I would say it is a really fun job, and if you are looking to do it, it's amazing for experience. That's another thing I should say, because one of the reasons I believe I was successful in getting this job that I'm starting in 2 weeks is because I had aviation experience in regards to like safety, working in sort of time pressures, and it's just such a unique job. You will have some fun and you will meet some amazing people. So if you are thinking about it, even if you just do it for the 1 season like I did, honestly, it's given me such a, what's the word? Just given me such an eye-opening experience, and it's amazing even to put on your CV that you have been crew at some point. It's interesting. You will end up probably having some really interesting stories to tell your friends, your family, anyone really. So I would recommend it, but just for me, it wasn't something I could see myself doing in the long run, just because of the seasonal contracts. And yeah, like the negative parts of if you get delayed, or if you had like an unplanned night stop, so that means either you run out of legal hours, because there's only so many legal hours in a day that you can have to fly in regards to the regulations, or the plane goes tech down route. So I did have one unplanned night stop in my season there, which was actually down at Malaga, but we literally had nothing in our suitcases. So I think I had like a vest top and a pair of leggings, but it was so hot I had to go and buy like a cheap pair of shorts from one of the supermarkets. We learned our lesson and we made sure our suitcases were well and truly packed from then on in. That was fun and slightly annoying, because all the plans I had for the next 2 days, it turned out to be, I had to cancel. On the first day, so the day we were doing it, we went to Newcastle and then back to Bristol, Bristol down to Malaga. We couldn't work the flight back, so we stayed in Malaga that night. The plane was still tech throughout the whole day, so we didn't end up taking off until I believe about 10 p.m, but we had to take that plane back to London Gatwick because we were doing a plane swap. So the crew from the night before ended up taking our Bristol passengers back to Bristol, so then roll on the next day, 10 p.m, we had to take the London Gatwick passengers back to Gatwick. We then had to have the company taxi take us back to Bristol, and then I had to go from Bristol home. It was really long, draining and tiring. but it was also a fun experience. As I keep saying, if you want to do it, do it. But I thought I'd just share my stories to why I'm personally not going back. I enjoyed my time there, but that's that for me. But yeah, sorry, it's been a really all over the place video. I didn't really have a plan, I just clicked film, and here I am 12 minutes later, and it's probably not made any sense whatsoever. I look a bit messy, I am sorry about. However, I believe that sort of concludes the end of this video. I don't want it, like I was saying a little while ago, I don't want it to be all negatives, because there was definitely lots and lots and lots of fun parts. But for me, I've enjoyed it, and now I'm moving on in terms of my career, things like that. So I do really hope that if you watched this video and you got this far, thank you, because it was really messy and all over the place. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this, and if you want any more videos like this, I can do them. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want, subscribe, like, and I will be sure to post more regularly now if I can think of any ideas, because I'm a really boring and not very creative person. I'm getting some new makeup for Christmas, so I might do some makeup videos. I think I'm good at makeup, but in reality I'm not, so that probably wouldn't go well. I'll end this video now before I end up rambling for another 10 minutes. Absolute nonsense. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a really nice Christmas, week, December, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.